Let's briefly discuss about higher order derivative. So the notation for higher order derivative, like first, second, third, and fourth order derivative, is given here. F prime equals to dy dx, which is the first derivative, or f double prime, or in other words, d square y over dx square is a second derivative, and f triple prime, or also sometimes written as d 3y over dx cubes, equals to third derivative, and so on. Up to the fourth, or starting from the fourth, is usually written as a number in brackets, like this, brackets, regarding the representing the fourth order derivative, and so on. So fn equal to n derivative, in n is in brackets. So for example, f of x equals to 5x raised to the 4 minus 3x cubed plus 2. Find its first 4 derivatives. So in this case, this question is asking for the first 4 derivative. So to get that, we need to start with the first derivative, which is 4 times 5, okay, is 20. 20 x 4 minus 1, so 20x minus 4 minus 1 is 3, minus 3 times 3 is 9, x 3 minus 2 is 2, so 3 minus 1 is 2, plus 0. That's the first derivative. And the second derivative is continue, 60x squared minus 18x as the second derivative. And the third derivative equals to 120x minus 18, and f4 is 120. Okay, that's the first 4 derivative there for the function. Next, show that if y equals to x cubed plus 3x plus 1, it satisfies the equation y triple prime plus x y double prime minus 2y single prime equals to 0. So it's basically asking us to take the derivative until we get to the third, okay, and then the second, and then the first, which is we're going to do start with for the first one. So if y prime, in this case, let's just write down y equals to x cubed plus 3x plus 1, therefore y prime equals to 3x squared plus 3, and y double prime is 6x, and y triple prime equals to 6. So we have all the information to answer. Going back to the first equation, which is this one here. So substitute all this into the first equation. So we have excuse me, y triple prime is equals to 6. Okay, 6 plus x, y double prime is 6x minus 2, y single prime is 3x squared plus 3. Let's see if this is equals to 0. So 6 plus 6x squared minus 6x squared minus 6. So it looks like this thing get cancelled with that one, and then this thing get cancelled with that one. So yes, the equation satisfies the equation satisfies equals to 0. The derivative of the function satisfies the equation. Okay, next question. Show that if y equals to 1 over x, where x not equals to 0, satisfy the equation x cubed times y double prime plus x squared y single prime minus xy equals to 0. So just like before, we just have to take the derivative. So y equals to x minus 1. So y equals to x minus 1 or y sorry 1 over x, and therefore from here y prime is simply negative x negative 2 or negative 1 over x squared, and double prime is negative 2 times negative 1 will become positive x negative 3, sorry, to raise to the power of 3 by multiplication. So just in case you don't know yet, so negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, x negative 2 negative 1 in brackets become, sorry, in the numerator become s cubed. So this is also equivalent to 2x negative 3 if you like. Okay, so looks like we have all the information that we need. Now we substitute into the first equation. So substitute. So we have x cubed, y prime is negative 1 over x squared plus x squared times y single prime, oh sorry, this is y double prime, this positive sign, x cubed y double prime is 2x cubed plus x squared y single prime is negative 1 over x squared, and then minus x, y is 1 over x, this is equals to 1 over x times 1 over x. Does it equals to 0? Let's see. So this one, x get cancelled with that one and then this one gets cancelled with that one, and then this one is cancelled with that one. So we have 2 minus 1 minus 1, yes, it's equals to 0. So the equation satisfy the equation number 1 satisfy the function, the derivative of the function. Okay, let's next try to the next one. Y equals to x to the power of 5 plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 1. Find the value of y double prime at x equals to 2, as well as the third derivative of the y at x equals to 2, and also the fourth derivative. So we have to find the second, the third and the fourth derivative of the original function. Okay, let's make some room. Okay, so we have a function x5 plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 1. So we need the first derivative first, 5x fourth plus 9x squared minus 2. Second derivative is 20x cubed plus 18x. The third, 60x squared plus 18, and the fourth is 120x. That's it. So the question asking for the value of second derivative, which is that one. x equals to 2, simply 20 times 2 to the power of 3 plus 18 times 2, so that should give 860. We calculate 8 times 160 plus 36 equal to 196. 196 is the answer. And for the third derivative at x equals to 2, so this become 62 square plus 18 equals to 240, 258 as the third derivative at x equals to 2, and the fourth derivative is equals to 120 times 4 equals to 480. Okay, so that will be the answer or the values for all those derivatives. Next, if y equals to x squared over x minus 2, find the first derivative and the second derivative. Excuse me. So in this problem we can represent x squared and x minus 2 as u over v. Okay, and all we have to do is just use quotient rule. So if you remember, this case the derivative of this case is the first derivative equals to v square v times du over dx minus u times dv over dx divided by v square. So in this case our u equals to x square, so du over dx equals to 2x, and dv over dx, our v is x minus 2, so dv over dx is simply 1, because in here I just write down u equals to x square and v equals to x minus 2. Substitute all this value, so we have, so y prime will be, or the first dy dx, first derivative, y prime or dy dx equals to v du, v is x minus 2, v du dx, is given as 2x minus u is x square times dv dx, which is equals to 1 over v square x minus 2 square. So this is equivalent to equals to 2x square minus 4x minus x square over x minus 2 square as the first derivative. Let me make some room. Or in this case it can also be simplified to this is becomes x square minus 4x over x minus 2 square, and this is x square minus 4x is the first derivative, and therefore our second derivative will again have to use the quotient rule. So this is our new u and this is our new v. So let me just write down u equals to x squared minus 4x. Therefore du equals to 2x minus 4, and v equals to x minus 2 square. Therefore dv over dx equals to 2x minus 2 raised to the power of 1 times x, which is time 1. Or this is equals to, if you like, x squared minus 4x plus 4. Therefore the derivative is equals to 2x minus 4. Same thing, 2x minus 4 as dv dx. So moving on, using quotient rule, apply quotient rule. The second derivative of dx squared equals to the derivative of x squared minus 4x x minus 2 square with respect to x. Just like that. And okay, looks like we need some more room. Let's see. Okay. So this is we have our new u and new v. Okay. So using the quotient rule that says the derivative equals to v squared v times du over dx. Sorry, this is u minus u times d this is u dv times dx. So in this case, let's write down here. Our new v is written there on the right, top right, equals to x minus 2 square times du dx, which is this is du over dx, 2x minus 4. So du over dx equals to 2x minus 4 minus u, which is x squared minus 4x. dv dx is 2x minus 4. And the whole thing is divided by v squared, which is written there as x minus 2 square times another 2, so come x minus 2 raised to the power of 4. So again, it's just a matter of simplifying this, and if you do this correct, you should get, I already get the answer, should get, by doing all the multiplication, okay, you should get 8 over x minus 2 raised to the power of 4. Sorry, x minus 2 raised to the power 4, but it will get cancelled. The answer will be 2x minus 4 x minus 4 let me just write down here. We can take the 2x minus 4 as the common, so this part here 2x minus 4 is common, so we can take it out. 2x minus 4 times, if you like, x minus 2 to the power of 2 minus x2 minus 4x divided by x minus 2 to the power of 4, and this x can also be simplified. I should have simplified this as 2 x minus 2 continue x minus 2 square minus x square minus 4x, because we're going to cancel one of the x minus 2. So now we have one of the x minus 2 get cancelled, so this become 3. And if you simplify the terms inside the square bracket, let's just proceed this right now. X square minus 4x minus 4 minus x square plus 4x over x minus 2 to the power of 3. So this become x square cancel with that one, 4x cancel with that one, and we only have with negative 8. And only have with we only have x square plus 4. Okay, this is positive 4. Positive 4. Okay, that's right. So we got 8 over x minus 2 raised to the power of 3 as the final answer. One more thing, one more exercise. Y equals to ax to the power of 3 plus b. Verify that the x square times the second derivative minus 2x times the first derivative equals to 0. So let's proceed that by taking the derivative. So we have yx to the power of 3 plus b, and therefore the first derivative equals to 3a x square plus b becomes 0 plus 0, and the second derivative or dy dx square this is second derivative, sometimes written as like this square y over the x square dx square. So with respect to x, we got 6a times x. We got 6a times x as the second derivative. So plug it into this equation. We call this equation 1, and then this could be called equation 2. Plug it this into the main equation, which is that one. Okay. So we have main equation x square times the second derivative, which is 6ax, minus 2x times the first derivative, which is 3ax square, equals to 0. Let's see, this is equals to 6ax cubed minus 6ax x cube also. So yes, it confirm. So you can just confirm or verified. 6ax cube equals to 0. Okay, that's it.